What is up, people? It is a Sunday stream. Hope everyone is doing well, decent. I don't know. Let's see who we got up in here. We got Robert, Joseph, Sly Rye, Alberto, Guts the Black Swordsman, Proof, Noah Smith. What's going on, Noah? Channel member. The Champ, Omega, Gaming Fire. This Machine Will, J-Mac. What's going on, people? I don't really have a reason to go live. I just had a little time to kill, so I figured why not? I wasn't on the Spawncast last night because I was finishing up the video that went out today, which ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it would because then I had to go back and do some shit. But yeah, I just got back from eating lunch over at my grandparents' house. Nice day out. Good food. Had some pizza, some sausage, spicy sausage, some pasta. What else was there? Some potatoes. Nice, Robert. It's I mean, for the price point, it's decent. Under $100. You know, you can't really complain like too much. No, I'm still not talking, bro. That shit was too weird with that chick, man. Like I could not have, and it was like, I couldn't even like make it like be expressioned. You know what I'm saying? Like have expressions and have her understand it. Like it was too fucking weird. Like if she ever wants to like fuck around or something, cool, you know. But like anything beyond that, bro, no, we ain't doing that. What's up, Brian? Celtics versus Mavs. Who do I got? Mavs in 6. And let me tell you why Mavs in 6. Because the Mavericks are tested. The Mavericks have gone through some challenging stuff. The Boston hasn't. Boston has had an absolute cakewalk. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. That's how the game is sometimes. But I think they drop the first game, they win the second, they drop the third and fourth, win the fifth, and then game 6 they're done. I don't want to hear nothing about Tingus Pingus. Tingus Pingus, bro. No. Like I still don't. Is he even ready? Is he ready to play? And what the fuck is this long ass deliberation period? I thought that game 1 was going to be like today or tomorrow. I look, it's fucking Thursday. Thursday? What am I doing here? Like, get to it. This shit's going to end like, if it goes to game 7, it'll be like the end of the fucking month. These are Zevias. I need to clean my desk. They are delicious. Black cherry. Oh, it's so good. Am I addicted to them? Not wrong, but they're not bad for you, so I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. I'm much more diverse than that. Yeah, I saw that Phoenix Resale did an interview with Josh. I met Josh. Look at my veins. They look really cool. I met Josh, Christ, 6-7 years ago when they were it is pretty trashed. What was I saying? Yeah. So Josh, I met Josh and Doug like 6 or 7 years ago, and you know, like it was a very different company. A very, very different company. This is when they only did PlayStation 4 stuff. They were working on getting other companies, but it was definitely a different kind of vibe that they had. And I don't hate limited run games, but I don't like some of the things that they do. I'm not in that business though of you know, producing the games and stuff. Some of the stuff is no excuse. The 3DO stuff, there's no excuse for that. That should have been put out there day one, if that's what you need to do, because I feel like at the end of the day, they're trying to do something good, and I feel like for the most part they have decent intentions. It's just sometimes things get a little bit too crazy, and that's like with any company that grows. And some companies adapt, and I think what the fuck was that? I think Limited Run has done a much better job of adapting than a company like Arcade 1-Up has. Arcade 1-Up sucks ass in 2024. They need just shut it down. Just shut it down at this point in time. What the fuck are you doing? Their advertising is terrible. They haven't announced anything new. They just repurpose and repackage everything. Stop. If you don't have anything to bring to the table, leave the table. The home arcade market is contingent on having games that people would want to play. And you get to a point where you release Mortal Kombat 2 so many times, whoever wants one has one. They're not going out of their way. The whole thing about... You're getting me on a tangent here. The whole thing about Arcade 1-Up is, when they first started out, there were $300 systems. Were they arcade accurate? The games were. The cabinets might not have been. But like, that was nobody cared. They were $300. But when you start talking about $700, oh, here's the deluxe, it's $1,000. Like, get out of here. Like, no, we're not doing this. I have not bought an Arcade 1-Up since The Simpsons, because I've had no reason to. Unless you're giving me a Daytona, unless you're giving me a House of the Dead, I'm not interested. And they don't even seem interested. That's the thing. And that's something that is obviously a talking point right now, is they're trying to reach an audience or create an audience that isn't there, instead of catering to the audience that they do have. And a lot of companies do things like that. They try to expand. They try to branch out. The modern audience, that could be taken a bunch of different ways. I feel like Arcade 1-Up takes that, and they take it in a sense of, we want more casual people, or people who aren't necessarily interested in arcade games, to get interested in them by doing like the infinity board and shit like that. It's like, no, bro. No. No, I heard about that ROG Ally X. I might be reviewing that. They might be sending me that. They did an event. Did they actually talk about it? Because someone got mad at me because I said they went to the event, and I wasn't supposed to say that, because I was invited to the event and I didn't go, because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, they got it up there. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be reviewing that. I believe they're going to be sending me one. So, because they sent me the original ROG Ally, which I love. I play it at a million times more. I never touch my Steam Deck, to be honest with you. I play everything that I want to play that sort of way on the ROG. Playing some cool indie games. Recently, no. I've only been playing two things. One game that I have a video going up on. I don't know when that video... I lied. I've been playing 3 games. One game I got a video going up on, hopefully sometime this week. It should be. That really surprised me, honestly. And 2 PlayStation 1 games. If we can guess the PlayStation... If somebody can guess one of the PlayStation 1 games, I'll tell you the other one. One of them should be very easy, because it's a game that I reference often. Whew. That spicy sausage is hitting, boys. No. Two answers. No, 3 answers, all incorrect. I wish they would sponsor me. You sexy man wrestling with gaming. All right. Okay. Gran Turismo 2 is one of them. The other game, because I'm doing another run through that. The other game is a game that I guarantee maybe Wrestling with Gaming has played it because he's kind of hardcore, but I guarantee you nobody else has been playing this game. It was a game that only released in Japan, and it's like, what's the best way to describe it? Take Shenmue and Deadly Premonition, which I guess by extension would be Twin Peaks-ish. So take all those three, mix them together, and this is what you have. It's called Mizurna Falls. It is a game that I had never heard of. What's up, Legendary Link? What's up, Jazzman? It's a game I had never heard of, and it's awesome. Oh, okay. I shouldn't say it's awesome. For a PlayStation 1 game, it's awesome. It's very unique. The story is weird. There's timed events just like Deadly Premonition. Yeah, Bob, I think, went to the event. There was an event in New York that Spawn Wave went to, Bob went to. I was invited, but I was kind of like, I don't know. But it's get the translated version of the game because it's awesome. It's called, there's a couple videos on YouTube about it. Actually, just to show everyone that I am a fair individual, that I take a thing case by case, here is Kotaku's write-up of this. That looks disgusting. That looks like a butthole from a couple years ago. But, like, they got some GIFs of the game. You can see it's very Shenmue-esque, like, walking, but it's like a mystery game. And like there's specific, okay, this is disgusting. There's specific timed events and stuff that you have to do. Like you'll see something on a board. They'll be like, oh, there's a meeting here at 1 o'clock. You got to get to that meeting by 1 o'clock. There's a big overworld village that you explore via a car. Like it's janky, but I mean, you're just downloading an ISO of it. So like, why not play it? It's interesting. I've really been enjoying it. I'm not I'm not 100% sure like what the twist is. But Jazzman, member of the army for 17 months. You're missing the fire memes. I sent you an X chat. I will check it out. Any updates on my beef with Spawn? He sucks. John sucks. No, he actually paid me. So I'll be cool with him for like this week. Yeah, I don't know why that. Like, I don't really eat donuts. Oh, you know what it is? Look, hold on. It's an Adobe ad. Add vintage vibes with presets. No, that's disgusting. GeForce guy with a $4.99. Arcade 1-Up is dead. They won't be around in 2025. That's why I destroyed Console Fanboy and started this. VR is the future. By the way, heard of Evercade Alpha? I have. So as far as I take away from it, it's a bar top Evercade system that you stick the cartridges in, and you can play the cartridges via that. And then they also have Capcom stuff because for whatever reason Capcom won't let them make a cartridge, which is fucking dumb as shit. But like it has Street Fighter Alpha on one of them and stuff. Like I think they're cool. That shouldn't be their focal point, but as like a side thing, like I don't hate it. Obviously, I would have to like, play because it's not even like super expensive, right? It's like, oh, here, they have an announcement trailer. We'll watch it together. Hold on. Let's skip the ad. All right. I like what Evercade does. Let's turn the desktop volume on.
Peggy 12.
A little loud. Let's see here. See, like that, the Mega Man one is fucking cool. Arcade 1-Up never did a Mega Man cab. Like, if you're a Mega Man fan, like, even though the game isn't great order. Okay, yeah, so it's got the cartridge slots on the bottom. I'm not a big bar top guy because even though like I have like a bar top kind of thing in my kitchen, like I'm not gonna put this in my kitchen. Oh, well, wait a minute now. I didn't realize all of these games were on here. So we got Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter Alpha Warrior's Dream, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha 2, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. That's pretty cool. That's not bad. What does the Mega Man one have? All right, so Mega Man. Okay, that's about what I expect. Mega Man, the Power Battle, Mega Man, the Power Fighters, Carrier Air Wing, Knights of the Round, Final Fight, and Strider. So the Final Fight cabinet had Final Fight, Strider, and one other game from Arcade 1-Up. But how much are these? Aren't these like $250? So you could do local multi with a controller. Okay, not terrible. I like the song. Got the cartridge slots, USB slots. So you can play all the games on there. Well, yeah, it's cheaper to emulate. I mean, everything is cheaper to emulate. But if you wanted to go a more official route, like when it comes to these retro companies, I feel like Evercade's the best because it's cost effective. You know, the cartridges are $20 or $30. Like, you're not spending a stupid amount of money. And this kind of opens the doors to potentially more arcade stuff. More arcade cartridges, I should say, from them. Pre-order June 4th. So yeah, $229. I mean, at $229, what's up, Casey is Raw? Like, that's not bad. It comes with a bunch of games on it. If you have Evercade cartridges, you can use them on it. It's not bad. I don't know if it's for me, but that's not bad. It's a bar top thing. I don't know. I've never gotten one of those before. Just bought Splinter Cell 1 and Chaos Theory last night on Steam for my new gaming PC and played with my 8-bit DOE controller. It plays nice on a curved monitor, says Guts the Black Swordsman. Nah, oh, special pre-order price. Okay. So, I mean, I don't think it's gonna... Yeah, I still got the arcade room. I don't think it's gonna, revolutionize things. I think a lot of people like the console thing. But I guess as an option, it's not terrible. The thing that they need to do is they just need to keep getting games, getting licenses, getting all of that sort of stuff. And then they're, GeForce guy says, thank you for giving Evercade some love. No, I've known those dudes I covered the first handheld that they had. I covered the system, the console, and I covered the XP, which is right over there. And I covered the cheaper handhelds they made too. Like that Duke Nukem shit is fucking fire, bro. Like, and then they got Tomb Raider coming out too, and I mean, Tomb Raider isn't exactly super playable in the modern era in terms of controls and stuff like that, but still, I mean, you're not. Some of these people are getting this stuff for nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting it because, oh, this is going to be the highest quality thing. No fucking way. They sold 1 million cards total, not just 1 million Tomb Raider cards, because that would be fucking insane. Yeah, there's Pokemon games on it. Slightly Handsome Jack. Your Game Boys, Game Boy Advanced, all that shit's on there. Oh, total. But still, I mean, for a small company like that, bro, like that is. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone to see if any of the idiots wanted to join. I gave them an open invitation. Oh God, OJ is still going on about fucking Smash Brothers community. Like I can't do that. I can't do that. That's crazy. That's good for them though for selling 1 million cartridges. You know why? Because they're cheap. So let's say they sold a million cartridges at $20 a pop. Let's do some math there, kiddies. Let's do some math. Now, of course, you have manufacturing costs. You have licensing and stuff like that. But 20 million gross? That's not including hardware? The different handheld variants, the console? That's not bad, bro. Cristobal, member of the RGT squad for 22 months. Being 3 months away, Astro Bot should be really good and fun for the finals. And how many games do you think the Mavericks beat the Celtics? 6. We talked about that earlier, Cristobal. Yeah, Astro Bot was definitely by far the highlight of that presentation. I do find it a bit funny how a lot of these PlayStation ponies now kind of got to walk back their slander about games like Mario because their big game, I mean, it's a fucking Mario game. Let's just keep it real here. So they kind of got to walk that back a little bit. But yeah, that game looks great. Everything else, not so much. You know, Silent Hill 2, I'm still hopeful for that. But everything else like was a complete pass for me. DC Fat Cat, member of the Army for 22 months as well. Heading from Virginia to Minnesota, road trip song picks. Okay. No, Concord stinks. You got to have variety. What was that? So I was listening to a lot of reggae on the way home from my grandma's house because it's a nice day out. So you got to have some reggae, you know, put some Marley in there, put some Inikamos, put some, what are they called? Black Eura? 96 degrees in the shade. Real hot in the shade. That's my fucking song. Oh, no, it's Third World. Third World song is called 1865. Let's see what else here. So I'm just going to look at what I've been listening to lately. So we have the Body Parts album by Prophet Posse, which is a 3-6 Mafia spinoff. We have Choices, the album by 3-6 Mafia. We have Noel, who's a freestyle artist from the 80s. We have Madonna, Greatest Hits. We have White Zombie. We have Machine Head. Okay, don't play any fucking music, you stupid. What is it doing? Whitney Houston, Yin Yang Twins, Twisted Sister, In Excess. So really, you just got to have variety. No Dave Matthews. I hate Dave Matthews Band. Ate too much, drank too much, want too much, too much. I can't get down with that shit. Yeah, 311's always good. You got to do pre-Amber stuff, though. Or what was that album called? From Chaos? From Chaos back. Because the newer shit, I don't know, man. That shit ain't hitting like it used to no more. I did play Super Mario RPG. I did not play Thousand Year Door yet. I probably won't. Because... Look at the shirt. Sometimes I drink tea. Yeah, them boys are wild. Them boys are super funny. There was a dude at my Memorial Day party who was, or it wasn't my party, it was my uncle's party. That looked exactly like Netgear, like 10 years younger. And I messaged him. I was like, bro, why is your fucking kid here? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I sent him a picture of the dude, and he was like, that's me. I was like, I know. What the fuck are you doing here? Christian Barton, $4.99. Just started packing for moving out, and this stream couldn't have come at a better time. Where are we moving to, Christian? Moving on up to the east side. Finally got a piece of the pie. No, I don't. I can't do Eminem, bro. I can't. I love this first album. I just can't. I can't. I'm very like, you know, I hate American-born white NBA players. I'm very particular about my white rappers as well. Very particular. Like, Ritz, great. Riff Raff, great. Eminem, I know people say Riff Raff sucks. Riff Raff is hilarious. Okay? I can't. Maybe I'll listen to it. If I get bored, I'll check it out. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to it. Houdini, Friends. How many of us have them? Friends, ones you can't depend on. Friends. Before we go any further, let's be friends. That Houdini? If so, yes. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little system. But, like, the thing is, Riff Raff has goofy songs, but he also has really good songs. Like, it's fun. He's a fun guy. I've actually talked to him a couple times before. He was very nice. Like, $1 Million Mullet with Yellow Wolf. Like, that's a good song. Is Yellow Wolf white? Like, I feel like he's not white. I feel like Yellow Wolf might be a Native American, but I could be wrong on that. I mean, his name is Yellow Wolf. Wolf, Native American. He is white. Huh. Well, I'll put Yellow Wolf on my white rappers I like list. He's good. I'm doing good, Les Lane. Nice, Joseph. Am I gonna do another video on the PS Vita? If I have a reason to. Maybe I'll hack the thing because I think it's not hard to hack. I haven't bought any. I mean, my collection is still right here. Sealed copy of Metal Gear because it runs like ass. Mortal Kombat. I actually bought this game twice, which I fucking hate doing. Lego Jurassic World. I only bought this because I like the game. Like, I'm never gonna play it. Freedom Wars, which is what John made me buy. He is part native. There we go. Uncharted. Oh, no, it's Greywood. It's the first of the month. Killzone for the graphics. And Batman Arkham because it's Batman. Remember that song about Cherokee people? Cherokee people! Cherokee tribe! So proud to live! So proud to die! It's a good song. This shit goes hard. Where did I get the games? Like Amazon. Or no, probably eBay. Big third-party Switch game. Is my grandpa still alive? I mean, I hope so. I just left the house and he seemed good. He was outside watering the plants. Hopefully nothing's happened in the hour since I left there. But yeah, he's still alive. I think you're going to see a lot of third-party ports because a lot of those games, like the games you just mentioned, Jedi Order or Fallen Order and Survivor, and especially Dead Space Remake, they didn't sell like they wanted them to sell. So I think you're going to see a lot of ports and stuff like that. Noah Smith, member of the RGT squad for 21 months. Disclaimer, I am not a console fanboy. Well, the old console fanboy was in here. I hope the Xbox showcase blows the PlayStation 1 out of the water, but if it's all CG trailers, we're in trouble. So, like, the thing of it is like, it would be goddamn nearly impossible for them to do worse. Because strip away, let's just call a spade here. Strip away all the other stuff that was at this showcase. Because a lot of it isn't necessarily first-party PlayStation. When you look at first-party PlayStation, they showed you a hero shooter that looks generic. They showed you a remake of a remaster of a PlayStation 4 game. That's actually good. I do. If it's under $40, I will buy that. And they showed you Astro Bot. There's your 2024. I know some motherfuckers on Twitter were saying, oh, Sony was holding back first-party stuff for Summer Games Fest. Yeah, I am sure that Sony... let's say that is the case. You fire that individual immediately. Because as big as Summer Games Fest is going to be, Summer Games Fest is, of course, going to have everyone there. This was Sony's own presentation, and they shit the bed because they don't have anything. And that's fine. But if Xbox could come out there, show 2 games that they're supposedly working on, and give me an update on Avowed and Indiana Jones. That's all I need. Bro. Everything else is icing on the cake. Yeah, maybe Death Stranding. Yeah, because they're, you got to show out with their boyfriend. Sanford, not really. The Ville, sometimes. We would go to Dust Skate Park, the original Dust Skate Park. We'd go shopping in Fayetteville a lot because we didn't have stuff there. Some wrestling shows in Fayetteville as well. Yeah, like I just don't think. Did you go to the Baker demo that was there, Andrew? That shit was fucking fire. That shit was awesome. Thank you, the one true Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? That's another thing, Ray Perez. How many 2025 things are you going to show me? Shit, I was at the Baker show, dude. We were deep in that bitch. Did you ever go to the punk shows there? Like, Pish It Fuck or MIP and shit like that? If so, we know each other, my friend. Who else played at I can't remember. Those were very hazy times. Well, if you were masturbating in public, the guitarist was my good friend. Really, I was friends with all of them. But yeah, so we used to go to the punk shows there. SmackDown, nice. I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. Yeah, those were good times. Fayetteville's such a weird fucking town, though. Like, it was great for like video games back. What was it? Cash Converters. That place, dude. Cash Converters was heaven for early 20s RGT, because you would walk in that bitch and they would have rows and rows of video games for sale, and then they would have like car speakers and shit. So like we would save up all our money and like we would go down to Cash Converters in that strip mall where they had the TJ, or I think it was a Marshall's in there, and we would go there with like a couple $100. Bro, yeah. We'd go there with like a couple $100, get a ton of fucking video games, get new car speakers, get amps and shit. Fucking awesome. I love that. Dude, that place was heaven. Killer Klowns. Has anyone reviewed Killer Klowns? Oops, hit the wrong button. Bro, Cash Converters was heaven on earth. I spent so much fucking money on it. I know they had like 2 or 3 different locations, but the one in that strip was the one that was always fucking popping. I think that was their biggest one. Let's see here. No, it was a pawn shop. It was like a pawn. Now Fayetteville did so where the where the skate park was, there was an indoor flea market there. I never really went to that all that much. I think I bought some knockoff jeans from it one time. But the skate park was like in this strip, and there was a Hooters because we used to eat at the Hooters right down the way. So like, why like nobody's talking about Killer Klowns? That's what worries me here. Because it's out already, right? Kind of buggy. Oh, we got Spooky Lopez.
Hi, we're visible.
God. IGN. That's a trailer. Oh, they did a review. All right, let's see their review. Kind of matters who did it. Is it good? What's up, Julio?
A bunch of smarmy teenagers with ridiculous haircuts trying to escape the clutches of an alien race of clowns is the kind of cheesy premise that makes for a perfect asymmetrical horror game. Following in the footsteps of Friday the 13th, Evil Dead, and many more licensed games, the 1988 cult classic film Killer Klowns from Outer Space is the latest horror movie to try its hand at stealing our still-beating hearts with high-stakes murder.
Get to the
sports.
game.
And it largely succeeded at capturing mine. The chaotic, unabashedly goofy competitive matches had my crew screaming with delight round after round, as we turned each other into cotton candy ornaments and popped one another's red noses. The silly rounds of mayhem do lack variety, and eventually begin to feel as shallow as the graves you'll dig for your victims.
Bro, Friday the 13th was fucking awesome.
Short-lived.
One of my
The
favorite
25
games.
hours I got out of it before hitting that wall were quite memorable indeed.
24 hours. I don't have premium on this channel. Sorry. Damn, they threw an ad 1 minute in. Look at me, IGN. At least I wait till 3 minutes in, and I'm an independent creator. You threw an ad 1 fucking minute in. Pieces of shit.
Bucking the traditional asymmetrical structure slightly, each match pits 7 hapless humans against 3 killers, as opposed to the usual 4-on-1.
No, I don't like to block ads, though, because I get paid on ads.
You see from most games that follow
She got a fat ass.
Daylight's bloody footsteps. The clowns are preposterously over the top and run around turning humans into sacks of cotton candy with ray guns, hunting teens using a balloon hound on a leash, and mowing terrified victims down with an invisible car. It's truly some of the zaniest stuff I've seen in a
It looks
multiplayer
fun.
game in a long time, and it never fails to make me laugh. I especially appreciate the little details, like how the clown's shoes make a comical squeak when you walk, alerting everyone nearby to
Oh, I
your
can't do
presence and leaving
multiverses. I don't
cartoon
like all
footprints all
those.
over the floor.
Those weird fighting games.
Admittedly, it's nowhere near as much fun to play as a human because they're just not as original or goofy as their pursuers. You mostly just sneak around searching for weapons, keys, gas canisters, and other things they need to mount an escape.
Well, yeah.
However, getting away does have a novel twist because none of the rescue options will allow more than 3 of the 7 teens to leave at once.
Huh.
Before we start,
Bro!
your coverage good, you have dental.
This
2 minutes and 24 seconds. I've had 2 ads in 2 minutes and 24 seconds. I need to up my shit. God damn.
boat can be repaired but only fits 3 people, while this bridge exit is so rickety it could collapse after it's been crossed by just 2 if they're not careful. During my time in these outlandish
I have
routes,
Amazon
this led
Prime.
to several hilarious and tense interactions.
I have
where
premium, just
someone
not on
the
this
team would
account,
panic
'cause I'm on
and
the
use up
second
one
account.
of the exits to escape a dicey situation alone, leaving the remaining survivors in a lurch. Because there's only 4 or 5 possible exits on each of the 5 maps, that makes evacuation for the remaining 6 humans a lot more difficult, and you don't want to be that person.
Yes, I do. I don't
Sorry,
give a
guys.
fuck. I'll leave fucking anyone behind. I'm here to win.
It's also cool that if a human gets killed or manages to get out of Dodge early, they're given the option to play a series of simple but amusing carnival-themed minigames. By completing these, they're able to help out the remaining teammates
Oh,
with
that's
items
cool.
to improve their chances, like health, weapons, or even a key card they might need to escape through one
This
of the exits. I've never seen something like this implemented in the genre before.
this looks pretty
And it's a
cool,
great way to
honestly.
keep you engaged after you've completed your role in the match, especially if
I don't
you've
like
got
Dead by
survivors
Daylight,
built
so
after
this is
taking
better
all
for
the
me.
exits for yourself.
It does.
Whether you call her abuela, nana,
3 minutes and 45. So they're doing pretty much every 1 minute and 20 seconds. A little less than that. That is insane. That is insane.
Even though Killer Klowns borrows a whole heck of a lot from the asymmetrical horror games that came before it, it doesn't feel like an immediately dull carbon copy with yet another cult horror movie skin draped over it. Aside from the macabre humor, the biggest shakeup is that, with a full 10-player match, there's a whole lot more action happening around the map at all times.
Yeah, but see, if I use a browser thing, then it
As a
blocks all
human,
ads
you
and
might
nobody
find
gets
yourself
paid.
coordinating with
So
a
I
small group
you
of
know.
survivors to repair the boat and make an escape.
I know,
While another
that ad is
posse
coming.
across the map stages a daring rescue attempt to free an ally that's been cocooned in cotton candy and is slowly being turned into clown juice.
Oh, I ain't saving no
Meanwhile,
one.
as a clown, you might find yourself hunting down and killing a teenager hiding in a porta potty, while elsewhere, your two allies are collecting cotton candy. to
Ooh,
power the
prox
clown
chat.
machines
Very
in order
nice.
to trigger the clown apocalypse and win the match. Another major differentiator
I'm surprised there
in
wasn't an ad
Killer
right there.
Klowns is how effectively humans are able to fight back and even kill clowns once they find the right weapons. A solo clown chasing a squad of 4 humans is likely to be in quite a pickle once those
I think
teams
so, Miro.
realize they can just turn around and wail on the grinning goof with axes and baseball bats until it's forced to spend a minute in timeout. And there's no carnival games for you to play, silly clown.
whether you call her abuela, Grams, or Yaya, Grandma knows
I have to
that
watch
she
this
can
one.
fix any
They're
need.
not letting me skip it.
So come to McDonald's and treat yourself to the Grandma McFlurry today. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's crazy.
But because clowns don't have to loot to be powerful, don't run out of ammo, and only die temporarily, there's still a ton of reasons for humans to fear
I haven't
their
had
wacky
McDonald's
assailants,
in a minute.
especially since ammo is scarce and human weapons break after just a few swings. This means that both sides, clowns and
What up,
humans,
Rax?
have to work with their teammates to achieve victory consistently, and whichever side forms a more cohesive unit is likely to win. That's exactly what I want.
I'll answer that in
from
just a
these
second,
games.
Noah.
It's an all too common problem for asymmetrical games
Yeah.
to become one-sided
If you
fights
skip ads,
when
that's
it's a
fine.
single baddie versus a group of survivors. But in Killer Klowns, nobody can really go
But
it
if you
alone.
block
And I've
ads,
seen a
then
lot
that
more
hurts.
close matches and interesting
YouTube
interactions
Premium
than you
actually pays the
usually
best,
expect as a
funnily
result.
enough. Oh my god!
Insurance. What? Your coverage good? You have dental?
As yet another ongoing game you're expected to play a whole lot of, Killer Klowns
They gave it
has
a
unlockables
6.
earned by
But-
playing matches.
You know, I like what I see. I might have to talk to the boys and see. Let's see. So Noah Smith asks with a generous donation, best Steam Deck games and best systems to emulate on it. Hold on, we doing Killer Klowns or what? Streets say it's fun and it looks cool. All right, so best Steam Deck games. I mean, I was really impressed with like Spider-Man and stuff on there. Like I you know, it's kind of cliche to say the PlayStation games, but the Steam Deck is very powerful. It can run a vast majority of the games on there. Most of the games that I have played on my Steam Deck have been like games that were available on other platforms just because I wanted to play them kind of portably but have the option to dock it as well. Best systems to emulate on it. Honestly, it can handle everything. You could do upscaled GameCube, upscaled PS2, upscaled Dreamcast. You could do PS3 games. Obviously, you know, you kind of, some PS3 games work better than others, but for the most part, I mean, that's more contingent on the emulator itself. Xbox, Xbox 360. The only thing that is kind of annoying about the Steam Deck is the fact that you have to go into like a different thing to get into Windows if you're setting it up yourself. However, they do have these little micro SD cards that come like pre-built with a bunch of systems and ROMs on there that uses like a Batacera or one of those front ends. So you just pop that in, it opens up the card, and then you're into a dashboard. I actually have one of those, I think, for my Steam Deck, but the one I bought just like wasn't very diverse. Like there wasn't a whole bunch of stuff on there. Yeah, maybe it was Emu Deck. Killer Klowns is $40. Yeah, I thought this was maybe going to be a Game Pass game. Okay, you are one of the boys. You're the only way I'm getting to too many games. So if I don't show up, Rax killed me. I spelled a lot of stuff wrong in my message. Yeah, we just watched a review on my stream, and it's kind of fire looking. The only problem is Nate is a fucking cheap ass. So the other 3 of us might have to buy it for him. No, it's on everything, I think. Xbox. Texas Chainsaw was fun, but it got boring very quickly, I felt. Because it was it didn't there wasn't enough stuff going on at times. Like there wasn't enough like maps and stuff. So I felt like that was kind of, like it seemed like, and it was always the same loop, like, which isn't bad, but after a while, because we played it a good bunch. I want to say I got up to level 14, one of my characters, or something like that. I don't remember if that was high or not, but we definitely played it for like a good week or two straight. But yeah, it just wasn't a whole lot of content. I haven't even bought Paper Mario, bro. Like, I beat it on the GameCube. I don't know if I need to run it through it again. Mavs or Celtics? Mavs in 6. I think the Celtics don't realize what they are going up against. Yeah, and like, sometimes you get like a fucking Christ-like you get a Christ-like what the fuck is the guy's name with the chainsaw? I can't remember. But sometimes you get like a Christ-like dude with that, and like his teammates are all really good, and then like you're just fucked. Like you're just fucked. There's nothing you can do. You are fucked. Hello, 8BE. Take care, my brother. Do I endorse the actions of John recently? No. John is a disgusting human being and a terrible person. And oh, okay. Okay, Fern. Thank you for that. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with them. When I saw Cave on that, I was thinking Cave Story. I probably should have looked through the games, and maybe that would have triggered something. But yeah, John sucks. Was anything wrong with Silent Hill? You mean the 2 trailer? I thought it looked a lot better. I'm going to watch that today, Vegeta, actually. I thought it looked a lot better. Something just still seems a bit off, and I feel like it might be Blooper Team. I know a lot of people are freaking out over the modern audiences thing. I almost feel like they meant to say, like, wording is very important nowadays. I almost feel like with the modern audiences thing, they meant like to make it feel more like a modern game for the audience to play, not necessarily that you're making the game for people with more, overly progressive style people. But I could be wrong on that. I won't know, and I don't think any of us will know until we actually play the game. But I kind of interpreted that to mean, it looks better. It's hopefully going to play better. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. But I mean, there is good reason to be a little bit skeptical. If John pay cut me, I would cut off his head, because he doesn't pay me to begin with. Was he gonna ask money from me? Bro, that ain't hair. He always tries to say like I'm balding. I'm like, bro, look in the mirror. What are you talking about? Yeah, I only stream on YouTube because I think Twitch is a fucking cesspool, honestly, and I don't like their policies, and I just don't like Twitch. I feel like I would not get along with a lot of other Twitch people. Like, I don't really get along with a lot of YouTube people. Twitch people are kind of a different breed. And the other platforms and stuff, Kick, Rumble, what else is out there? D Live, is that still a thing? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just not really. I mean, if they came up to me and said, "Hey, you know what? You want to come stream on our platform? We'll give you some money." Sure. Yeah. I'd do that, but my audience is on YouTube. See you, Philip. Thank you for the bless yous. It's allergy season here. Yeah, I really haven't been playing too much Switch stuff, except one game that I'm actually doing a sponsored video on. Like I said, I hope that goes out this week. But it was a hell of a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. And I think on the Switch, it's actually unique, because while these games are a bit more prevalent on other platforms, I can't really think of too many games where I'm like, oh, this reminds me of this on the Switch. And that's a lie, because I actually have another game that I've been playing that I can't talk about until 2 weeks. 2 weeks? What's today? The 12th? 10 days. Looking forward to talking about that. It's something that I have been bothering someone for literally months. I mean, the thing about Kick is, like, I watch some fuck shit on Kick, like some IRL streamers and stuff, just because I find it funny, the situations they put themselves in. But, like, that's not me. So, what would I bring to the table? No. 9 days, the 11th. I actually have played Sifu on Switch. What's funny? Shit, DC. Well, to be fair, all right, let me answer that in just a second. Sifu, I got the collector's edition off Woot for like $20 because it was on sale, and it comes in like this big ass box. Later, Rex, it comes in this big ass box with like all this extra shit, and it was only like $20, and I was like, yo, this is cool, this is tight. So I have played that. The book, so someone, a certain oh my god person, was very late in getting me the questions answered, but he finally got up with me. I have to review one more ROM hack of a game that just came out, and then it's still in the design process. Jason told me I would have a sizable update this month. I mean, I'm not really rushing it too much, like when it's done sort of thing. But yeah, sooner is better, but I also want them to take their time and make sure it's a quality product. Sifu, I think, is really good on the Switch. It looks good, plays good. Yeah, I mean, if you want portable and you don't want to deal with a PlayStation Portal, it's pretty good. Well, no, Gordon, it wasn't in silence. Here's the thing. John talks. If you've ever watched Spawncast, the man just talks. And he talks, and he talks, and he talks. And when he wasn't talking on the trip, he would just throw some podcast on, and we'd just be listening to it. And I'm like, bro, this is boring. That was at the time where I would tell him to pull over so I could smoke cigarettes because I wasn't going to smoke in his car. But like, we need a bathroom break. I need to smoke dealing with you. Like the man just fucking talks all the time. Faceless, I think it's not Silk Song. This is the game that I'm doing in 9 days is a game that I want and maybe 20 other people want and nobody else probably cares about it. But I bought the collector's edition. The middle collect. They did 3. They did a standard release, a middle collector's, and like a big collector's, and I did the middle collector's because I thought that was the best value, the best bang for the buck. But no, I don't think it's the first week. I think they're gonna go after. I'm predicting because when is Xbox? Xbox, I believe, is the 9th, which I saw someone ask if we were going to stream that. I might just hop on to John's stream for that because I'm sure he'll stream that. I'm predicting the direct. Let me pull up my calendar here. I'm predicting the 11th for the direct. The 11th. And no, it's nothing. Like I said, it's nothing crazy. It's a limited run game. Byron says, Hip Hop Gamer is my source, and he told me Fair Games is Sony's Battlefield. So basically, it's a strategy shooter. Okay. I would take a look at it. I miss when Sony used to have shooter games. Remember? Resistance, Killzone? Anyone remember those? No, Felix is already out. I do have Felix. I never made a video on it just because it was like... there was no differences and stuff. No, not Toomba. They're like the NES and the Game Gear game are the same fucking game. Like, it's the same game, and there's no like additional bonus content and stuff like that. Like this game, they have like a museum and stuff and a sound test because the music is fucking awesome. Well, in one of the games, I'm only from it's a 3-game thing, and I'm only in one of them. Or I'm only like super into one of them. I'm not really sure about the other 2. No, Clock Tower, man. People are getting their hopes up with Clock Tower. Let's just say that. Okay? Because no, I'll have to check that out, DC Fat Cat. People are getting their hopes up with Clock Tower because I have played Clock Tower. That game translated. And it is not what anyone is expecting. Unless you are fully aware that you are playing a point-and-click adventure game that is very slow, I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, this game sucks. Because I never liked it before people got hyped on it. So Retromania will probably run a sale when that DLC drops. When they got Demolition and Magnum TA and... who else did they get? I don't remember, but I would assume that they would probably run a sale then. He's a little scissor man, a little creepy little dude with the scissors. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I played D on the Saturn. Very cryptic. Very cryptic. Netflix sub currently at 22.9 mil. PS running a deal for PSVR 2 right now, including 12 fix. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad, Vegeta. What's up, El Camache? Yeah. You know, it's not... I just don't think Clock Tower has aged all that well. Like, I'd rather play D. Granted, I'd rather play D, too. You know what? I've gotten into Kino Casino lately, and the whole felting thing. Like, some of the stuff is a bit, you know, off the rails. Like, I don't watch all of it, but I definitely watch the stuff they do on the Ghost Doctor. because that shit cracks me the fuck up. That shit cracks me the fuck up. I love all that stuff. Like the Rakita guy and shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't know who that is. I don't give a fuck about him. But when they talk about Ghost Doctor, oh, please believe your boy tunes in. Well, I watch the clip channel. I don't watch it live. I remember Number Munchers. I remember some games. I mean, Number Munchers, Oregon Trail. What up, Ram? All that shit. I don't know what Odell Lake is, though. Let's see. All right, so I guess they're somewhat interested in Killer Klowns. This girl is fucking crazy. Like, dude, you have a boyfriend, okay? And you want to do all this stuff. And when I'm like, well, isn't your boyfriend going to get mad if we do this shit? Then she gets mad at me. She's like, why'd you ruin the moment? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? And then she blocked me. But now I'm unblocked because she just messaged me. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing? It's crazy. Craziness. Bro, just... Well, make sure you watch the video after. Most of these women I deal with are red flags, bro. Because you know what happens? The normal ones, I'm like, I'm bored. I'm bored of this. Like, I don't know what to do in a normal situation. But in a weird situation, I'm all over them. That's my like, I can navigate a weird situation much better than I can navigate a normal situation because I've never really been in many normal situations. Oh, Fairbanks, that Papagino shit. Yeah, like, exactly, DC faggot. No, it's not my cup of tea. It's just what I always seem to find myself in, so I'm more familiar with it. Yeah, that was kind of a weird thing to do. You know, especially when you kind of like look at some of the stuff he's done. I don't get what the point of picking a fight was. I mean, you know, there's a reason why I didn't cover a Papagenos rumor. There's a reason why a lot of people didn't cover a Papagenos rumor. Like, if you choose to cover a Papagenos rumor, you should understand that, you know, there might be, you might look a bit silly if it doesn't come to fruition. You know, that's the game. Yeah, Tecmo Deception was fucking dope. I remember that first game blew me away because it was all just like traps and stuff. Like, that's all you did. You just set traps. The rumor was, no, Vegeta, I gave up on that. It was too difficult. The rumor was that, about the Zelda spin-off game, like where you would play as Zelda, and allegedly it was like, oh, this is a thing to Papagino saying, oh no, this isn't a thing. This is just something I'm hoping for. It wasn't like a leak or insider information. That's why you can't cover every single fucking leak. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's YouTube. But that's why and granted, I used to do it too. I get it. You know, I used to cover all sorts of crazy shit. But as time goes on, you kind of learn, you know, who's talking realness and who's talking nonsense. And even, you know, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect on the platform, but you got to be a little more selective with some stuff. If it sounds too good to be true, I mean, maybe it is. But no ill will. At the end of the day, I mean, YouTube is YouTube. Entertainment. Hi, nobody. Bye, nobody. Okay, so we're probably going to wrap things up in about 10 minutes or so because I have to pee and I kind of want some of that spicy sausage. I don't know. I told John to join if he wanted to. But I guess he's doing something, probably beating his wife. I shouldn't say that, 'cause some people might not realize I'm kidding, but that's okay. The new Teenage Mutant, it's all right. It's all right. It's not the worst. It's not the best, but I had fun with it in my playthrough. Yeah, that's gone, DC Fat Cat. And like, I bring a lot to the table, but I just dress and act like I'm poverty. No Bugattis. I couldn't afford. Fuck. I could maybe get a used one, but I couldn't afford the first oil change on that shit. The whole key is you got to buy cars that look fancy for cheap. And like people, well, because the average person, when you really think about it, when you really break it down, most people don't realize how much a car costs. If I buy a brand new Honda Accord, or I buy a couple-year-old Mercedes, what are people going to think costs more? 95% of people are going to think the Mercedes costs more. Oh, Mercedes. It's the same thing with all luxury car brands. And yes, I get it. If you're driving 100 miles a day or something, probably not the smartest thing to do. Because eventually you're going to have to do the services and stuff like that. And yes, it does cost additional money. So yeah, Josh Storch with the $5. Appreciate you, Josh. But if you're someone like me, who really ain't driving that much, okay, I got to get it serviced once a year, oil change or something. Okay. I'd rather have that than the Honda. Plus, I don't buy used cars. I mean, I don't buy new cars. I only buy used cars. Remember one of our streams previously, I was looking for an IS 300. I actually found one. It's a little high on mileage, but it's very clean from the pictures. It's very clean, and it's under 10K. I might make a play on it. I really don't need a third car. But I mean, why not? You know? See, like, bro, if you give me 26 grand and you're like, go buy the best car you can for it, like, I'm getting an AMG Mercedes. I'm getting a Porsche. I'm getting a fucking, I'm not getting a Ferrari for that price, but like, I'm getting something nice, something that'll turn your heads. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to buy something that's super cheap and do like an engine swap on it. Make it a fucking track car or something. Like, I could never. The Stingers aren't bad, dude. The Stinger GTs, I actually looked at those before buying my main car. But I went with my main car. Is there a space in YouTube to be a do-it-all streamer, like your show, all you're into, sneakers, video games, anime, figures, clothes, sports? Like, yeah, it is, but if you're going to have people who only watch you for certain things, there's, oh God, WRX, fucking head gasket will blow. I like Focus STs. I think those are dope. Can you fit a fridge in your Honda Element? The thing is, like, people are going to watch you, so maybe they subscribe because they like you on sneakers, but they don't care about video games. So, your views might not be super consistent, but I wouldn't worry about that because you're doing what you want to do. You're talking about things you want to talk about, and eventually an audience will find it. And then the mindset is it's not necessarily what you're talking about, it's who's talking about it. So that way they're coming to see what you have to say on something rather than what the topic actually is. But yeah, I mean, that Accord, that's the thing. Like, that's a good fan. John just bought a new car. I don't know if I should talk about this, but John just bought a new car and he was going to get something cool, something very expensive, something cool, something I approved of. And then he told me he bought a fucking electric car Tesla. And I said to him, I'm not riding with you at too many games. I will Uber somewhere if I need to. And I mean, I probably will take the ride because I don't want to spend the money. But like, He was like, oh, I had to be a sensible family man. It's like, why? You are the one who makes the money in the family. Buy something for you, motherfucker. Buy something that you can enjoy. Oh, the Tesla's fast. I don't give a fuck if a Tesla is fast. A Tesla is still a Tesla. It is not a normal combustion vehicle. It does not take gas. Did Metallica write a song about electricity? No, they wrote a song about fuel. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Fuel is pumping engines, burning hard. They didn't write a song about, oh, electricity in my Tesla. Come on, man. No, Cybertruck stinks. Okay, ride the light. Yes, but it's not about an electric car. Oh, but I was just singing Metallica, Billy. Yeah, electric car. That's the thing. You know who's passionate about electric cars, and him and I got into it? Mystic Ryan. Because I kept showing him stuff that, like, the market is kind of flatlining right now. And he's like, no, it's not! No, it's not! I'm like, bro, what, you got stock in this shit? Calm down. But no, like, Tesla's fine. The problem with a Tesla is people are like, I have a Tesla. I have a Tesla. It's like, cool. I don't have a charging station at my house. I'm not putting a fucking charging station. I like the convenience of gasoline. The environment, I'm not hurting the environment. I am one person. Yeah, Vegeta, like, it's fast in a straight line, but you're going to nuke your battery. Yes, hybrids. Hybrids are what we should be doing, people. Hybrids are the best of both worlds. You want to sniff your own farts and say you drive an electric car? There you go. You could do that. You want to get gasoline? There you go. You could do that. Like, no, there's no Chan here. I'm sorry. You could do that. It's the best of both worlds. I like hybrids. I am fine with hybrids. And hybrids, you can utilize the electricity with the gasoline to make it a monster. It's a win-win combination. What if you live out in the middle of fucking nowhere? And like a gas station or like a charging station is like 100 miles away. What the fuck are you going to do there? Plug in yes. I mean, I have some Tesla stock. Flucus, AC/DC wrote an electric car song, Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck! Yeah! Oh, the hydrogen-powered cars are interesting. I think hydrogen cars could be a thing. I just think, you know what? You want to have electric cars? Fine. But don't try and guilt people. Don't try and shut down the automotive industry because you only want electric cars because you think that you're saving the environment when let's call a spade here. If everyone in fucking California gets an electric car, doesn't fucking matter because there are two countries right now that are increasing in pollution year after year after year with no sort of standard for them to stop. So all the fucking people, I'm helping the environment. No, you're not doing jack shit. You're not doing jack shit. Because there are two countries where pollution is getting higher and higher and higher. You're fucked. Ride it out. Mother Nature is going to do what it wants to fucking do. The Ice Age didn't fucking wasn't caused because some jackass was driving a gasoline car. The Great Flood, what is it, Jairus, whatever it's called. Gilbert Arenas talks a little bit too much for me. He needs to calm it down sometimes. Crazy, bro. Crazy. All right, I've offended the younger Dryas, or you can call it the Flood. Is that caused because someone was driving a gasoline car? Like, bro, do you want to plant a tree? You want to drive that motherfucking electric car? Hey, I'm not going to stop you. However, don't stop me from living my life. And plus, electric cars and EMP attacks, stuff like that. Like, hey. I'm just saying. All right, we'll go to 3:20. So we got 4 more minutes. Oh, the locker room where him and Javaris Crittenton got into it? Jay Cannon's on that Y-File shit. EcoBoost is fine. Oh, did I miss your chat, Slyrai? Let me look. Sorry. Why can't I see the super chats? Hold on. Oh, sorry, Slyrai. In your opinion, thank you for the donation, by the way. Excuse me. Oh, that stinks. In your opinion, do you think Nintendo is holding games like Metroid Prime 1 and 2, 4, and Zelda's as cross-gen games to pad out the launch library or what? Metroid 4 is a possibility. The ports, though, I don't think so. Because if we're going under the assumption that it's going to be backwards compatible, it wouldn't really matter. And you have to have something for this year. So I think that's kind of why the internal delay was done, because not enough stuff was quite ready to be put out there. But I don't think Metroid Prime 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, I guess you mean, and like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, I really think if they're not at this Nintendo Direct, I give up on them. Like I'm never, until I see something. Yeah, thank you, Herman Montalvo. Classic cars don't require smog checks. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. If it's really about the environment, make that make sense. Because in my mind, those would be the first motherfucking cars that get smog checks. These new cars, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we checking this new car? It's brand fucking new. Will Nintendo have us pay for Switch 2 upgrades? They might. Any news on Perfect Dark? I am expecting to see it at the Xbox showcase. I haven't heard anything. That's just me speculating. DC Fat Cat, Lydia wants you to shake it twice when you tinkle. I might even give it 3 shakes, because this is going to be a powerful stream. Oh. Yeah, it's weird that Beautiful Joe just died. Thank you, Ava Cook. Ava Cook, it's not about the environment, it's about control. These cars require updates, and they can switch us off when they like. I mean, find the lie. You know, you ever seen an electric car in a apocalypse movie? No. What do you see? The raggedy ass Mad Max mobiles. All right, folks. We're going to wrap things up here. I may be streaming this week. Depends if there's anything that happens. I feel like we're getting into that time frame where stuff might happen. Go check out today's video if you haven't yet. I took a very in-depth look at this device right here. 60,000 games, $80. Is it worth checking out? Maybe. So check out that video. Should have some more videos going up this week as well. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you to everyone who is a channel member. You guys are awesome. Thank you to everyone who donated. You guys are awesome as well. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Unless you live in a part of the world where it's not Sunday, then enjoy the rest of your day.